There are two levies up for renewal on the February 8th, 2022 special election ballot, the Tech Levy and the Educational Programs and Operations Levy. These two levies are not new taxes and have a long track record of support in our community. The Tech Levy has been continuously supported since its inception in 2004, and the EP&O levy has been continuously supported since 1980. During remote and hybrid learning due to COVID, we experienced how important technology is to a responsive learning environment and individualized learning opportunities. Renewing the Tech Levy will support student learning in three key areas: continued student technology access, teacher devices and professional development, and infrastructure and software. The 2022 Tech Levy would support student technology access by allowing Federal Public Schools to increase and refresh student devices, increase classroom interactive presentation stations, continue to integrate Washington educational technology standards, and increase STEM and STEAM project-based learning experiences for all scholars. The 2022 Tech Levy will support student learning by ensuring staff have access to technology and professional development. This includes refreshing staff devices as they age and need repair, providing support and training for teachers to deliver relevant and personalized learning experiences, continuing peer coaching with tech integration coaches at schools, and providing support for staff to lead STEAM and project-based learning after school and summer programs. It will also allow Federal Public Schools to maintain reliable technology infrastructure and supports, update fiber and wiring for high-speed internet and out-of-date school sites, refresh server equipment and systems, and complete cyber, network, and data security updates to maintain safe online environments. These are important steps to ensuring scholars across the district have access to tools required for learning in the modern classroom and to develop essential skills for the workforce. If approved, the 2022 Tech Levy will allow Federal Public Schools to collect a total of $28 million over a 6-year period. This is a small increase from the current levy, which collects $26.4 million over 6 years. The collection for 2023 and 2024 would remain the same as it is currently, at $4.4 million per year. Then in 2025, there would be a small increase to $4.8 million per year for the remainder of the levy. This increase would continue to provide student access to technology, devices for scholars and staff, and maintain the needed technology infrastructure to support learning. You will note here that the estimated tax rate does not exceed 20 cents and consistently decreases from 2025 and beyond. Technology supports personalized learning, responsive and relevant instruction, and opens opportunities for scholars to create, think critically, work collaboratively, and communicate. We are committed to continuing to provide safe and equitable access to technology, digital tools and resources for all scholars, supporting them in obtaining the necessary skills to be well-rounded, tech-ready, productive citizens. The EP&O levy provides critical funding for staff and programs that are unfunded or underfunded by the state, and represents roughly 8% of our overall budget. This includes staff positions like nurses, paraeducators, college and career specialists, custodians, and security staff, as well as athletics and activities, special education, English language learner services, music, and more. The 2022 EP&O levy will collect a maximum of $174 million over 4 years to fund these essential staff and programs. You can see in the far right-hand column of this table the estimated maximum amount that FWPS could levy, but we remain committed to doing more with less and accessing other resources available before asking our community for financial support. Because of this commitment, we are staying well below the maximum collection and only asking for what we need to continue to support our scholars. This increase will allow Federal Public Schools to continue to fill critical positions and provide essential programming not fully funded by the state. For example, the state funds 3.4 nurses, and the levy fills in the gap, funding another 14 to support our scholars. The EP&O levy also funds essential school support staff positions, like paraeducators, college and career specialists, security staff, counselors, and more. Additionally, without the EP&O levy, Federal Public Schools would not have sufficient funding to fully support programs like special education, athletics and activities, music, and more. Federal Public Schools has previously collected local effort assistance, which is funding from the state for poverty poor districts meant to enrich the state's program of basic education. As the assessed valuation of property goes up, the local effort assistance received goes down. As a result, unless the legislature changes this funding formula, Federal Public Schools will lose approximately $9 million in local effort assistance. Just this loss makes up roughly 70% of the increase we are seeing with our EP&O levy. If the legislature makes changes to this funding formula in the 2022 legislative session, we will continue our past practice of rolling back our levy collection, so we only collect what we need based on actual revenue and expenditures. Federal Way Public Schools has a track record of being good stewards of resources available. We utilized one-time ESSER funds and our fund balance to maintain staff, deploy devices, and continue services during the pandemic. Additionally, remaining one-time funds will help offset the proposed levy amounts to alleviate the burden on local taxpayers as much as possible. We will continue to use resources well and remain committed to doing more with less. The EP&O levy and the tech levy will both be on the ballot on February 8, 2022. The EP&O levy is a yearly collection starting at $39 million and increasing by $3 million each subsequent year of the 4-year levy period. The estimated tax rate ranges from $1.78 per $1,000 of assessed valuation to $1.89 of $1,000 per assessed valuation. The tech levy is a yearly collection starting at $4.4 million for the first 2 years and increasing to $4.8 million for the last 4 years of the levy. The estimated tax rate will range from 17 to 20 cents per $1,000 of assessed valuation throughout the life of the levy. While we are asking for a small increase with the renewal of these two levies, the overall combined voter-approved Federal Public Schools tax rate, including the Phase 2 bond, the EP&O levy, and the tech levy, will remain roughly the same as it is currently. This means if both levies are approved, in 2023, homeowners will continue to pay approximately $364, or roughly $1 per day, for every $100,000 of assessed valuation. For more information, please visit www.fwps.org/levies2022, and please remember to vote by February 8, 2022.